small house, it's not the masikip, but the opportunity that it was there was a faith healer, albularyo, that owns a chapel where people goes every Wednesday and Sunday, maraming tao, so she put up the sari-sari store. And being the eldest in the family, again, another hardship during that time, ako yung napadala dito sa sari-sari store. Ako yung nagtitinda. So, we would wake up early in the morning to open the store and then go to school and come back home and go back to the sari-sari store so that my mom can attend to my mga kapatid and do other chores. And that time, I felt like, ang hirap naman ito because as a child, all you want to do is to play or study or play. Ganun lang. But it was, I didn't see it that way before. It was a burden. But, ang pinakamagandang nangyari dyan during this time is, naisip ko, I cannot do this as a child. I want to play. I want to create. I want to enjoy my time inside the sari-sari store. So, what I did, meron pa akong animation na. Pinaghandaan. So, I went sa mga nearby dressmakers, no, mga tailor shops, and collected scrap materials. So, meron malapit sa bahay namin gumagawa ng school uniforms, may gumagawa ng mga curtains, may gumagawa ng wedding gowns. So, lahat yung naikutan ko, kukuhanan ko ng scrap materials. And then I would bring it back to the sari-sari store. And there, upon seeing all the scrap materials, I would start to imagine and would create mga damit for my simple doll. No? So yung simple doll na yon, nagkaroon siya ng iba't ibang damit, like a fashion show inside the sari-sari store using my imagination. Like kung nakakuha ko ng lace from a wedding dressmaker, then may sagalahan mangyayari sa sari-sari store. Or pagka nakakuha ko ng cortina, so there's like a summer collection because it's all floral. So in that simple sari-sari store, a lot of imagination happened. Then one day, my tita who went to Japan asked me, "Oh Sarah, what do you want? No, finally I have a job, I'll send you something." And I said, "Tita, can you send me a Barbie doll? Kasi tatlo kami magkakapatid, para may laruan kami." And so she did. She sent us candy pop. Cute niya, no? She's a Japanese Barbie doll. I don't have her now, but nawala na siya. But nung dumating kasi siya, she was the biggest disappointment ng buhay ko. Kasi hindi naman ganyan ng Barbie doll, di ba? Parang weird mo, candy pop, ang laki ng mata mo. And isa lang yung t-shirt niya, isa lang yung damit niya. I thought kasi darating siya, marami siyang accessories. And so, again, that disappointment, I said, okay, let's find something to do. So since marunong na akong manahe, candy pop became my model. My first runway model. And na-enjoy na lahat ng kaya kong mutahin sa kamay. And that actually taught me how to put things together. Looking back, as answering the questions of my fellow designers, saan ka nag-aaral? Did you go to a fashion school? I said no. But I went to the sari-sari store. I grew up in the sari-sari store. And I learned to put things together here. So that was my experience. And also, how did you become an entrepreneur? Also from the sari-sari store. Because, of course, I have to man the store. I have to make sure that my benta ko may have to do open and closing inventory. I have to make sure that yung ini-endorse kong money sa mami ko is accurate. No? I have to count lahat ng paninda namin. My mom said, Monday to Friday, kung anong benta, okay, dapat meron tayong at least 2,000 pesos sa may duman. Kung ano yung sobra doon, yun lang ang pwede natin gastusin. And then, pagdating ng Sabado, yung 2,000 pamalingkin natin. So natuto rin ako na yung business natin, entrepreneurs, hindi natin dapat pinaghahalo yung personal money and business money. Dapat may naiiwan para sa puhunan. Kasi playing sari-sari store, doon ko rin siya natutunan. Hanggang lumaki na siya. And because of that, ito na naging foundation ko. Growing up, and as a person and as an entrepreneur now, it's good business acumen and creativity. And I realized also, hindi natin kailangan madaming requirements, no? Sometimes, the tool, the blessing is right in front of us. It's really up to us, no, to really see the good, no, the blessing in every situation. Going back, I'm 42 now. I was 7 when I was 8 years old when I did this. So, ilang taon na yung 35 na ba? 36 years. 36 years ago, hindi siya malinaw. Why, Lord? Why? Bakit ako nandito sila naglalaro? Bakit ako nagtitinda? Bakit 4 o'clock gising na ako? Para magbukas ang tindahan. Ang dami kong tanong. But now, 38 years later, no, nag-unfold siya, and I'm super thankful. I wouldn't not, hindi ko siya babaguhin, wala akong babaguhin sa experience ko na yun. So, kung ano man yung meron sa atin ngayon na struggles, no, challenges, problems, trouble, ma-excite na kayo. Because there is no other way but up. Because it's actually a setup for a major comeback. No? And this was a setup for me. Na-set up ako ni Lord Chan. And so to continue my journey, that dot now that I used to think was a dust, alikabok, nothing, zero, I realized it was a seed. No? It was a seed na pala na pwedeng mag-flourish, no? And can touch the lives of others. And so that seed nag-flourish, nagawa ko yung hiniling ko sa buhay. In that sari-sari store, marami nagpapagamot, marami pumupunta. One day, I saw somebody, no, a person na looks so glamorous, beautiful, mabango, so kind, palagi may dalang important goods. Kasi she was a flight attendant. So she would go to that albularyo with her mom, and she would have pasalubong to all the children around the chapel. Siyempre dati, pag nakakita ka ng apple, or grapes, or Toblerone, parang wow. Kasi di ba wala namang imported goods masyado dati. Parang PX Club pa lang nakakita na imported. So I was so inspired by her. And then one day, she went to our sari-sari store, and she said, "Hoy, Iha, you're maganda," sabi niya sa akin. Yeah. You know, you can be a flight attendant. Take care of your skin, take care of your eyes, study well. You know, parang naisip ko, nasa dulo ako nasa area ako na parang walang nangyayari. And then somebody pinadala to say, you can do it. And that actually inspired me. No, na wala na akong iniisip na iba, kundi I want to be a flight attendant. So, and I became a flight attendant. Nakapag-aral kami lahat magkakapatid because of that sari-sari store. Lahat kami nakagraduate. Nakapag-aral ako and became a flight attendant. Just like that. I'm very thankful for that path that was laid out for me. And in that journey, I became a flight attendant. It was Northwest Airlines, an American airline, and our hub was in Japan. There. Oh. So, I did not animation. But it's all just sketch. Oh. So I went to Japan, became a flight attendant, layover, ganda, travel. But 5 minutes dun though. Wait, mahaba pa to. Okay. Sayang. Okay. So I went to Japan. Again, just a reminder, point sa lahat ng entrepreneurs, this is a journey. You don't say this is it right away. Marami pa tayong pagdadaanan. And in this journey, I went to Japan. Di ako natutulog. Gusto ko palagi naglalakwatsa. In the supermarket, I saw something. 2005, I saw one big one sa supermarket full of canvas bags. And it was during the time na wala pa tayo idea what is being environment friendly. And I asked a friend in Japan, and I said, what are those bags? And she said, don't be offended, but only you Filipinos would go to a supermarket, ask for a plastic bag. Whereas us Japanese, we've been doing it for several years already that we don't ask for plastic bag. We bring our own bag. So parang nung in-explain nyo, napaya ako ng konti, parang kaya hindi tayo nahingi ng plastic bag. But, na-inspire ulit ako. And so, I bought that eco bag. Pag uwi ko sa Manila, dumiretso ako sa Divisoria to get katsa and created my own bag. Kaya ko because I can put things together. And so, what happened? So, supermarket, ayan, shopping bags. Nakita ko sa supermarket yung shopping bags, gumawa ko ng sarili kong bags. So, I made 2 pieces. Tapos, pinakita ko sa mga friends ko and explain ko sa yung concept. And then my friends would say, ate mo naman, meron ka pang extra bag, but then can we have the bags? Arbor na lang the bags. I would say, okay, di ba? Cute, sige, sa inyo na lang. And then I'd repeat it again, go back to the Divisoria, make my own bags, and then tell people about the concept, and people would also always arbor the bags. And then the opportunity came when a friend of mine said, okay, it's the baptism of my son, can you make me 10 bags? I want your bags to be the souvenir of my son's baptism. And I was so excited, went to Divisoria, made bags, printed a design, put ribbons, packed it, foldable, lagyan ko ng label, lahat ng details. I didn't even know if I made money. She paid me, I'm not sure if I made money. Maybe I did not. So I put a lot of love to it. Daming freebies. Deliver ako ng miguel. But made me so happy. Okay, and then another opportunity happened. The 10 bags became 100 pieces for a wedding of a friend. And so, my husband said, being an entrepreneur and uber supportive husband, said, hey, 100 pieces is no joke. So you can make a decent business out of it. Why don't you do the right thing? Register it, do the whole 9 yards, DTI, BIR, mayor's permit, everything. So that when opportunity comes again, you're ready for a serious business transaction. That's a good advice. One of the good advice that I got from my husband. Because, tama siya, pag dumating na opportunity na legit na yung business transaction, kailangan ng documents. Hindi ka fly by night. No? You have credibility. So, as an entrepreneur, yung mga nagsisimula pa lang, that's the first thing that you should do. Because that would actually propel you to commit to your vision. No? Meron na akong permit, hindi ito pwede pabayaan. No, you're committed already. So, wag nang half-hearted. Always do it 100%. Tama yung husband ko, I did it. Nag-register ako and became, nawala.